More Netherworld action here in match 72. Today's competitors are Mucus and Frisky Dingo. Mucus's team has 1 fish the Paladin, 2 fish the Paladin, red fish the Scholar, and blue fish the Scholar. Meanwhile, the Frisky Dingo's team has Doomy the Paladin, a Favor the Lancer, Act Like-a the Summoner, and Piece of Bacon the Scholar. First map between these two hard-hitting teams is map 18, Office of Limberry Castle. Good luck to the both of you as you fight to remain alive. Mucus's team is in the red and Frisky Dingo's team is sporting the blue. We're going to start off with the Paladin rushing forward, trying to get in range, which will open up Frisky Dingo's Paladin for 317 damage axe smack. Not the way that Mucus would have preferred to start this off. Auto potion after a 262 damage smack from the Lancer. Retaliatory smack is blocked, so it is not going Mucus's way right off the bat. 83% petrify would turn the tides. Will the summoner be able to get her spell off in time is the question. Double petrify out of the retaliatory scholar petrify. Will it work? It does. So one of Mucus's paladins is down. Salamander is going to drop the paladin for Mucus before she gets petrified herself, and another petrify. So we got stones all over the place. It is a 2-on-2, 238 damage smack onto the Scholar. It does have re-raise, and the Lancer does have soft to remove the petrification from the summoner. Scholar's going to retreat and heal herself, as the second Scholar goes for a quick bio 2, dropping the summoner into critical, triggering a counter magic for massive damage. Oh, it's actually a mad science to reapply re-raise, and a quick Moogle to bring up Frisky Dingo's Lancer and Summoner to relative health. Nice block there on the Scholar for Mucus, as now all of the petrification is gone for Frisky Dingo's team, until we get another petrify onto the Scholar, bringing her back to stone. Summoner's going to go for a summon, and we get a 52% charm onto that nasty paladin. Scholar is down. Beguile, will it hit? It does. So it is a 2-on-2 for the moment. 425 damage axe smack onto the low brave summoner is quite nasty. She's brought back up with a Phoenix down, and the Scholar is back up going for a mad science to reinflict re-raise. Summoner's going to go for another Moogle, wishing that her paladin friend had not hit her with the axe, as the second Scholar decides to do nothing. Paladin has crystallized. Charmed Paladin, 330 damage axe to the head, will leave her eating the stone once more. Scholars continue to creep forward, regenerating their health slightly. Charm has worn off. Summoner's quite thankful of that, as the second Scholar chooses to do nothing in the corner. Not exactly what Mucus would have in mind, as he would prefer to go for the killing blow here. Haste and regen out of the Paladin. Lancer's going to go remove petrification once more with a soft. Bring it back to a 4-on-2. And we get a quick bio which should drop one of the Scholars for Mucus. Charm is going to be recast. Will it connect? As we get bio on bio action. Does drop the Scholar. Still has re-raise. 388 damage holy. Charm Paladin is reinflicted. However, the holy will go off and end round 1. Let's see how round 2 goes. Round 2 between Mucus and the Frisky Dingo will take place on map 100, the Public Cemetery, the largest map in the tourney. Round 1 went to Frisky Dingo due to his very high physical damage out of that axe-wielding paladin. And we shall see how round 2 goes, as the larger map should give the spellcasters a little bit more of an edge there for Mucus. 2 paladins are going to rush forward, hang out, while the 2 Scholars are going to creep forward slowly as well. There can be a whole lot of action here from the start until the units are actually in range to do something meaningful. Paladins for Mucus are getting slowly into range. Yep, and he is actually in range for the axe-wielding paladin. 185 damage. You got the low end of the RNG there. And Mucus will definitely take that at this point. Scholars are slightly out of range to do any spells onto that Paladin, as everybody else continues to creep forward. We get a quick bio too. No frog proc. Absorb MP triggering for Frisky Dingo's Scholar. Lancer's going to hang back again and do nothing. Defender Smack, 165 damage onto that Paladin. He shrugs that off and goes for a very massive damage. Attempt. 230, triggering auto potion. Second Paladin is still doing quite well. Catches a quick high potion to bring him up near full. Quick 73% Petrify coming out of Mucus's Scholar. This could be very good, as that Paladin is quite far away from the rest of his team. Mad Science being charged. Does connect, as it always does. As Mucus's Scholar goes for an 83% Petrify this time, leaving that Lancer's work cut out for him. Salamander, only going to hit one Paladin. Not enough to kill him. Auto potion will get rid of half the damage. One Petrify. Connects onto the Paladin. And connects onto the Scholar. So it is 2 on 4 in Mucus' favor at the moment. And instantly comes back to 2 on 3. Pet Summoner this time, which does connect. She might have a chance to use Fairy onto the downed Paladins. However, the Lancer is creeping forward to unpetrify the axe-wielding Paladin. Raise 2 actually onto one of the Paladins, and a Petrify being charged up onto the Scholar for Frisky Dingo there. Raise does connect. Beguile misses once more. One turn before Petrification, goes for another Pulse Smack. Damage split triggering once more, as the Lancer finally gets a chance to unpetrify his Paladin buddy. Petrify goes off, does connect, dropping her back down to earth, as it should. Haste and regen being applied from the Paladin as he rushes forward to go on the offensive. Phoenix down at the last moment, making it back to a 3 on 4, with one of the summoners being charmed and now having a Petrify charged onto her. Going to go for a quick protect as charm wears off, and the Scholar creeps forward doing nothing, assuming that the Petrify will connect. Lancer doing nothing as he's going to move towards his petrified Scholar, and the summoner actually misses and counter magics. Look at that. Oh, it misses as well. RNG being fickle for both sides at the moment. 370 damage. X-Smack to the head will be quite useful there for Frisky Dingo, as we're going to continue to Phoenix down spam out of Mucus's Paladins. Another 65% Petrify being charged up. Insta-kill Holy being charged onto the non-critical Paladin. And another Petrify being charged this time onto the Lancer. Paladin is down. One Petrify connects. The second misses. So that could have been a huge game changer there for Mucus if that had connected. Instead, it is now a 2 on 2. As the Lancer goes and unpetrifies his Scholar, making it a 3 on 2 in Frisky Dingo's favor at this time. Charm and Petrify being charged on that same Scholar. Charm misses. Paladin is out of range at the moment. Will not be next turn though. Petrify does connect once more, although the Lancer is still right there with Soft to take care of that problem. Scholar's going to go on the offensive with another Pulse Smack. Damage split. And the 2 Scholar, okay, that's one way to move. You didn't really have to go right next to the guy with the giant axe and charge, but yeah, if you like a 476 damage shot to the face, then I guess that's what you wanted to get. Summoner is now unpetrified, as it is a 4 on 1 at the moment. One Scholar with re-raise and Petrify missing. Another Mad Science to imply regen and float. She already had re-raise. Paladin is now going to rush forward, asking the other Scholar to head right next to him as the first one did, if she would be so kind. Summon to cancel out the re-raise. Should go off before Shiva should go off before the Mad Science. And it does. So it is now a 4 on 1. Lancer with great movement range does get a chance for 262 damage poke right before the Beguile goes off, which does connect onto the Scholar, triggering Absorb MP. She's going to go for a Bio 2 onto 2 units, or actually a Bio 3 onto 2 units, which should drop herself. However, the Lancer might get a chance to go now that he's been hasted. Nope, he does block it, however. And Shiva onto the Scholar will drop her down. So round 2 went to Frisky Dingo as well. You move on. Mucus, thanks for playing.